Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to look at the topic of selfishness. What is selfishness? To be selfish is to be excessively or exclusively concerned with one's self. To be concerned with oneself is not a bad thing, because it is when we are concerned with ourselves that we are able to show concerns to others. It is what we do to ourselves that we are able to do to others. Even the Bible commands us to love our neighbors as we love ourselves, and not more than we love ourselves. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, and do to others what you expect others to do unto you. That is the word. This is because loving others more than we love ourselves is actually not possible, because we are only able to give what we have. This does not mean that there will not be instances where we are called to sacrifice ourselves for the benefit of others or the society at large. Like the Bible says, a friend willing to lay down his life and to be selfless in order to show that the love of Christ that is within us. Luke 6:32 to 34. If you love those who love you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. And if you lend to those from whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to get back the same amount. If we are able to show selfless love, then the world will see the love of Christ that is truly within us. However, the message of sacrifice has been preached for centuries and has excessively been emphasized, and this has made people to live in abuse for a long time and suffer things that they would not have suffered if they had learned their value and learned to expect from others what they were also giving in good faith, and not continue to give where the other person was only taking. This has led to sicknesses and early deaths of men and women who thought that being selfish is inherently bad. What has been encouraged is that you must forgive in order to be forgiven. You must give in order to receive. This has led to people only forgiving with their lips and not looking deeper into the cause of the offense and looking for ways to prevent further offenses, producing people living with bitterness, carrying the burden of unfairness of the whole situation, feeling that they always suffer in the hands of others, and the culprit always gets away with an excuse of forgiveness. They feel that there are no consequences faced by those who wrong them. When it comes to giving, because of the pressure to constantly give, there is no discerning of the need that people are giving towards and discussions on getting solutions to these needs. Constantly giving to a need that is never finished creates fatigue in the giver because there's no solution in the horizon for that particular problem. This grudging giving does not bear any fruit, instead breeds even more lack. What is, however, encouraged is to be concerned with oneself as much as we are concerned with others, taking care of oneself in order to be able to take good care of others. Philippians 2:4. Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interest of others. In this way, we are able to give what we have and not pretend to give more than we have. Giving more than you have will leave you in debt because in order to fill the deficit, we need to borrow from somewhere. It is not clear at the moment where exactly you are borrowing from. If you give more love than you have to your children, you may be forced to borrow some love from your husband or wife to fill the deficit. This will lead to overloved children and underloved spouse, creating imbalance in relationships and unnecessary strife. Galatians 6, verse 2. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. If we only carry others' burden and there's no one to carry our own, we end up with extra load on ourselves. Because in trying to help lighten another person's load, we have made our own load unbearable. This means that the people we choose to be around should be people that will be willing to help lighten our loads as much as we are willing to help lighten theirs. Choose whom you surround yourself with wisely. All human beings are basically selfish because they always look out for themselves. This is a survival instinct. However, the selfishness that only looks into one's own interest and disregards the happiness and comfort of others is evil and lead to total disregard of the sanctity of all life believing to be the only one worthy of living a good life, and everyone else does not matter. Ezekiel 34:18 asks, "Is it not enough for you to feed on the good pasture, that you must tread down with your feet the rest of your pasture, and to drink of clear water, that you must muddy the rest of the water with your feet?" This shows the extent of damage of resources that selfishness can lead to, because there is no consideration for other, only for oneself. Selfishness and selflessness must balance in order for us to live a productive, happy life, as well as live an acceptable life before God. Overdoing either one does not make us better or happier. Proverbs 21:3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. To do justice means that the scales have to balance, and everyone has done that which is not only fair to themselves, but also to others. In this way, our interests, as well as those of others, are well taken care of, and peace can be achieved in our lives. Thank you for listening today, and I hope that you have learned at least one more thing to live a balanced and peaceful life. Have a peaceful week.